It's on? Yeah, it's on. Hey guys, it's your What If here. Long time no see. And a few things I know most of you are mad because I was supposed to be on like a few days ago. I was supposed to actually record a week or two ago, actually. But that's not important. What's important is I'm here now. We don't got no problems. We don't got no issues. We good. We good. We good. But this is what if Deku was the reincarnate? No, I don't. Nah, it's more or less what if Hollow Ichigo was Deku? You know what? I'm just gonna say what if Deku was the reincarnation of Hollow Ichigo? And this is what Deku's hair will look like. It will look like a white hair. The face throughout the other pictures will not remain the same, but just imagine this face for the most part. I'll tell you when the hair and stuff changes, but yeah, so let's just get into it. So we start off with a young Izuku. Well, I'm just gonna call him Ichigo. He's gonna be named Ichigo Midoriya. So it makes sense to me. So we start off with a young Ichigo, and what he's doing is he's just chilling. He's chilling, not really worried about anything. And he's chilling, not really worried about anything too much. And he's like, okay, this is just some simple, easy work. Good to know. And so, because at this point, I'm going to say he's like 5, and he already figured out what his quirk was. It's like, he haven't fully figured it out, but his quirk is called spiritual pressure. Spirit pressure. Yeah, spirit pressure. So while he's over there learning how to use his quirk, he's also making quick money sorry, I'm playing Mortal Kombat while I'm talking, and it's kind of hard since I just woke up like not that long ago. Trying to make sure I got a video out for you guys. So he got spiritual pressure. Yeah, that's kind of what his quirk is listed as, but just know that's not spiritual pressure. That was really his quirk. That's just some random stuff that's just some random type of energy he can produce. Kind of like ki. He can use it like ki as well. He can use it like ki. He can manipulate it like ki. He can make his body stronger like he can with ki. Basically, the only thing he can't really use with it is powering up. And that's the one thing he can't use with that energy. But he called it spiritual pressure for the fun of it, since Hollow Ichigo likes to mess around with people a lot. So everybody thinks, oh, it involves his spiritual energy and how he's feeling. But nope. And I'm gonna say, in this world that he's in, he's the only in a My Hero world. He's the only person that can use it. So I'm gonna make it overpowered. Just letting you know that now. So yeah, that's really what it is. I'm sorry if you just hear my my controller. So basically that's what he does. He does that. He has fun. He doesn't really think about it too much, unless it's time for him to do some other random stuff. So we skip a few years. Deku's now in middle school. We're gonna say the end of the second year in middle school. Bakugo's like, "Hey, you damn nerd! Get the hell out of the way!" And Deku don't follow school dress code because he doesn't like to. For some reason, I'm still calling him Deku. Hollow Ichigo. So Ichigo is like, "Oh, I know you ain't talking to me," and he hits him. well, I mean, more or less, Bakugo try to swing at him, but how Ichigo dodges the hit, and he hits Ichigo. I mean, Ichigo hits Deku with a solid punch, and he kind of gets mad because Bakugo scorched his brand new suit that he got on right now. And everybody knows something about Deku. You don't mess with the man's suits, because he will fight you over over nothing. You smidge that man's suit, he fighting you. And also, Deku's been trying to fight Bakugo for the last few days anyway, since he scorched his last outfit. Last one. That was a nice, good rose type of thing. So yeah. So that's why he's ready to fight him at any time given. So yeah. And besides just ready to throw hands with Bakugo at any given time, he's actually pretty smart and stronger than Bakugo. So, because you can't do Ichigo like that. Ichigo, I'm pretty sure Ichigo can probably solo almost everybody in the My Hero world, except for All Might. Like, he might have to team up with somebody to get All Might, but, like, come on, man. I mean, come on now. Like, that's kind of really what it is. So, he's like, okay. So, he throw hands with Bakugo. Let's just skip to the end of the year where this fight ends up carrying on, because Deku had no time to waste on him. He had to go get a new suit anyway, because that's honestly what he wears. He only wears suits. He doesn't really care to wear anything else. So, okay, so really, Bakugo doesn't really. So Deku doesn't really care for anything besides his suits. So yeah, he doesn't really care about anything but his suits. I mean, it's not like he's gonna be wearing it anyway. I mean, wearing it anyway when we get done with him. So, hello Ichigo, or Deku, whatever one you feel like calling him. Just know, if I call him either one, they're the same person. Even if I just say Ichigo, nah, I can't say Ichigo regularly, because Ichigo will be another person in the series. But, he's like, you know what? You sure right. Let me go. And then he just beats up. And then he just, how do I put this in the best way possible? Well, it sounded like bloody murder. Well, cold-hearted murder. Here it is. So, basically, Deku curve stomps Bakugo on the last day, on the second to last week, Deku curve stomps Bakugo, and I'm talking about curve stomp. Like, how would it be best to fit this? So, what I mean by he curve stomps, by curve stomp, I would really mean, like, he got him, and he puts Bakugo on the curve. And now, if you don't like brutal parts, this is where you kind of skip this. But he takes Bakugo arm, he puts it on the curve, and then he stomps on that mug. That's all you hear. Broke every last bone in that man's arm. He broke every last bone in that man's arm. Every last bone. And by the way, I'm sorry if my voice sounds louder than what it really is on my last videos, because this is a new phone I'm recording on, so yeah. So yeah, he kind of just messed up Bakugo whole career right there temporarily. Now next week happens, right? Did I put this monk on hard mode? No, I didn't put it on hard mode. I know I didn't put it on hard mode. Well, so basically, he kind of curse stomps Bakugo, really though, but he only broke one of his arms because he don't like how it feels to be called a bloody person. Because let's just say Bakugo did something some time ago to hurt Deku in the straightness pride. And let's just say, if you ever watch, look at it from my perspective. Hello Ichigo is a very prideful person. So I think messing with his pride is like the one thing you should never do. So like messing with his pride is the one thing you should never do. Cause you mess with his pride, you kind of just saying, "Hey, I want you to fuck me up every single time we fight." So yeah, that's why Deku goes so hard on Bakugo more than anybody else. Usually, unless he just thinks you're complete. Like he doesn't. No, I'm just gonna skip that statement. But Deku doesn't really think anybody's a. Deku doesn't see Bakugo as fitting for using his quirk against, since he's not really that powerful in my eyes. Bakugo's not really that powerful in my eyes. So like, yeah. Now switch to Deku's POV. You want to talk shit about my pride? Bah! No, that's kind of messed up to start his POV as, but that's just what goes in his head. Like, even though he doesn't come off as one, like I said before, he's a very prideful person, and you mess with it, you're gonna most likely get messed up. So messing with his pride is like the number one way to get yourself messed up, unless he lets you mess with his pride, which he wasn't really. He's not that kind of a person. So like messing with his pride is really kind of like a way to get messed up. So, last day of school, Sludge villain attack. Now, he can sense the Sludge villain, but he doesn't know where. So he's like, "Oh snap! What is that weird thing coming?" And he calls it a weird thing because he didn't see the Sludge villain. He can just feel it in some type of way. So like yeah, so he doesn't really see it. More or less, he feels it. So like he's like it feels slimy and gross. And okay, yeah, hold up. For reference, he's using this outfit since his other outfit he got bloodied up. Yeah, so he's wearing this red hoodie. I mean, this black and red jacket. He's been going to school, but he wasn't wearing any shirt none of that, so he just had that going for him right there. Ooh. Oh, that shit hurt more than I thought it would. My bad. I just ended up hitting my head on the back of the wall. I don't know if it hurt that or not, but hopefully I didn't. So he ends up doing some, next level, whatever you do, I'm going to fuck your ass up. And Bakugo just like, at this point, I give up. Like, I really do. So that's what Bakugo's at right now, because he figured he can't beat Deku. Like, no matter what he does, he can't beat Deku. He can't sneak up on him. And he can't jump him, because last time he did that, I forgot to say this. But we're switching to Bakugo's POV. So, yeah. So, like I was saying, That gross ass nigga. So like I was saying, he switches. We switched to Bakugo's perspective so we can figure out what some of the strengths and weaknesses are compared to his point of view. You know, just so we can kind of get a small little taste of his battle sense. Since he doesn't really use his quirk, Bakugo doesn't know what his quirk is. So Bakugo's kind of righteous about his what he does and what he say, but yeah, Deku doesn't really care. He just messes up Bakugo in any way possible, and Bakugo knows if he messes with Deku, he's gonna get his butt tore up. Like he gives up with Bakugo. I mean, Deku gives up with Bakugo. Bakugo gives up on Ichigo. Now switching back to where we was with Deku. So the Sludge villain comes like, oh yeah, he looks very weak. Let me take his body. Not the best decision. And he takes Deku's body. Oh, that sounded gay. That sounded so gay. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, damn, bro. He got me cornered. Oh, yeah, now it's your time, bitch. Not fair. This nigga just got me back in the corner. I thought I just worked so hard to get rid of it. So, like I said, that's not a good ass decision. But, you know, the Sludge villain goes for it anyway. So he's like, okay. He was stronger than I. Okay. So like I was saying, that's not really a good decision. But he makes it anyway. Stupid game. I don't need to play you anyway. I can focus on my video. Okay, so basically, that wasn't a good decision at all. But, you know, the Sludge villain thinking Deku's weak. Because, let me explain. Deku got muscle, but he's not absolutely shredded. Like, veins popping out to the core. Nah, he can pop his veins out if he wants to, but see, look, okay, this is really confusing me here. So whenever I say hollow, or whenever I say hollow, just know I mean hollow Ichigo or Deku. Or whenever I say Deku, just know I mean hollow Ichigo. So Deku's like, okay, you want to attack me? Okay. I see how it is. So then he activates his key, quote unquote. But he activated. He pushes the Sludge villain off of him. Boom. And let's just say that Sludge villain ain't gonna get that gap filled up anytime soon. Cause let's just say his key kind of burned. You know what I'm saying? Burned. I mean burned the absolute crap out of that thing. And it's like, what did you do to me, you monster? And then the China goes in for another attack, but then with his key, he gets the key already, points it at its head, and tells it to stay down or die. I know that seems like a Bakugo thing to move, a kind of Bakugo thing, something only Bakugo would do, but I don't really care. I don't really care at this moment. And he's like, oh, I could either die here or go to jail. So the Sludge villain chose to go to jail. And then, because All Might turned the corner, and just seen Deku's foot all types on a Sludge villain, holding it down in place. Like, we're just going to act like you did not. We're just going to act like I didn't say that. So we're just going to act like, yeah. So we're gonna skip to Deku because Deku was basically acting like he had his foot on a Sludge villain just for intimidation purposes. But the Sludge villain really knew he didn't have his foot on him. He was just too scared to actually realize he could probably get away because he was right next to the vents. So All Might punches through the way. Since Deku ends up, sliding back a little bit, the Sludge villain goes flying everywhere. And so All Might is like, ha 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 ha, young hero. Just let me stop playing. Ha 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 ha. Young person, thank you for helping me catch the Sludge villain. And Deku's like, in his head, he's like, oh my god, it's All Might. That's fucking amazing. But outside, he's like, yeah, what's up, All Might? How you doing? Kind of stuff like that. Like, he's not freaking out, but he's not trying to seem rude as well. No, so he doesn't seem like he's a rude person. It's just that he's trying not to look like a fanboy in front of All Might, but at the same time he's trying not to look rude in front of All Might. So he kind of does that weird, hey, I don't want to come off rude, but hey, like I'm not trying to come off as this total fanboy. And let's just say All Might gets a lot of those type of hays lately. So he's like, oh, you seem like you caught the villain. And he's like, yeah. All Might, I got a question. He's like, yeah, what is it, young boy? Actually, it's Midoriya. It's Ichigo Midoriya. Well, if we're going by full titles, Sir All Might, or Mr. All Might, sir, because he's acting weird. Because let's just say he's not usually used to talking to people. Because yeah, he just doesn't really care. So he's like, it's Ichigo Hollow Midoriya. Yeah, because we're gonna say his middle name is Hollow. Okay, leave me alone. I know it's unoriginal, but leave me alone. So he's like, young Midoriya, I see. So, would you help me pick them all up? And he's like, no problem. And that's what they do for like 5 to 10 minutes. Because let's be realistic, that was way too much sludge everywhere to clean it up in 5 to 10 seconds. So it goes by for 5 to 10 minutes. And in this one, we're going to say he gets all for one. I mean, one for all. My bad, people. And this one, he's getting one for all. So he got one for all and everything. He's like, so wait, let me explain how he got one for all. So we're gonna say this hollow attack, and we're gonna say All Might has immense spiritual pressure, but he got nothing on Ichigo. So, but he got none on Ichigo's level, right? So, like, he got enough to where you can see him and he can hit him. That's basically enough for all he got, right? Yeah, that's all he got. He got nothing more and nothing less. That's all he can do with his spiritual pressure. So, he can see him and he can hit him. He doesn't got no type of thing like that. So, he sees like a hollow. He sees a hollow ready to, he sees a hollow flying fast. And he's like, are we going? And then he looks back at Deku, and Deku's gone. I mean, like all you hear is a note saying, "My bad, All Might. I gotta deal with something real quick." And All Might goes towards the hollow, and he's about to destroy it right there. And then he sees Deku just slashing it, just have a slash on it with his Bankai. Cause, wait, hold up. You're recording? Yeah. Okay, so this is what his Bankai look like. His Bankai is like, we didn't say he just mastered his other one, and he only has Bankai, so he can't switch back. And let me show you what he wears while he's in his Bankai. He wears this while he's in his Bankai, so yeah. So he wears that while he's in his Bankai form. Because I'm not gonna get that dude like one of those tacos thingy. I don't even know what it's called. I can't pronounce it right either. So I'm not gonna give him one of those. But yeah. So I'm not gonna give him one of those. This is what he's wearing whenever he switches, because that's whatever his quirk forces him to wear. Kind of how it forces him to get that. I forgot what it's called. So like I was saying, Deku doesn't really. So All Might sees Deku just slicing at the hollow. Yeah, All Might just sees Deku slicing at the hollow in his changed outfit, and he's like, huh. And we're gonna say people can see him, so that's why he usually goes through the back alleys and stuff like that. So he doesn't get caught being looked at as weird as some dude that just practices in midair against nothing. And then All Might is like, so that's what he be's fighting. And All Might jumps up. All Might jumps up towards it and hit it dead in its head. Clean connection. Boom. Knocks it off guard. And then all you see out of nowhere is a black butterfly. Fly on it. And then I wouldn't say All Might spiritual pressure is strong enough at the least. At the maximum of his spiritual pressure, what is at? Because his maximum at all times. I don't really know how spiritual pressure levels work, so I'm just gonna say it's what it is. It is what it is, and he can see Rukia, so he just sees his black butterfly and this tiny. Oh god. And he sees this tiny girl, and he sees her cut the head in half, and then just disappears. And then before the thing disappears, before the hollow disappears, he sees Ichigo just get on it and look around and then disappear like that girl did. And he's like, okay, what the heck? I know I'm not tripping. I just saw two people disappear. And yeah, so now we're back to Deku's perspective. He's like, I know I didn't just see him. Yeah, that is. Is that Rukia? Yeah, that is Rukia. And now we switch. Now Rukia and Deku just looks at each other like. Rukia says, hey, and disappears. And Deku's like, oh, no. And then he keeps just chasing her around the entire city. And, basically rooftop to rooftop, chasing her around the city. And he's like, okay, this was way harder than I thought it would be. And he's like, Rukia. And then he threw a whole dang on, let's just say he threw his sword at her. Don't worry, he didn't throw the edge at her. He threw it like it was a spear. And he hit her with the handle. Not in her head, because I don't want to say, that's a little cruelty right there to hit her in the head, man. That's a little cruelty. So he hits her in the back of her leg when she's about to jump to another roof. So he knocks her off her feet. Oh, that didn't mean that to sound romantic at all. So he knocks her off her feet. And he's like, okay, Rukia, how you doing? And he's like, and you know what? I should have done this at the beginning of the story. But Hollow Ichigo remembers everybody from the past. And he kind of does look like himself, just more muscular. Nope. That's a different what if. That's a different what if. Don't worry. What if from my friend picture? Well, actually, that's gonna be part of the what if I'm gonna do later today. So if you see, don't worry about those pictures. That's mainly a girl what if, cause they let's just say people don't respect other people's privacies at my school as well as I thought they did. And now, unless I do a gay ship, oh God help me with this one. Unless I do a gay ship, I'm gonna get jumped by girls. So yeah, that's what those pictures are for. Don't worry about it. I don't know what I was gonna do with it, but just know in my next Naruto what if that I'm gonna be doing for the next couple. So let's just explain this. So over spring break, almost every day is gonna have a video out. As long as I ain't doing something, a video. Basically what it is. It is what it is. And I'm gonna try to get as many videos out as I can and go from there. So So, yeah. Because girls like to jump and bully boys. Because they want a gay ship for a what if. So, back to what I was saying. So, Deku wants. So, Deku just like, okay. Hey, Rukia. So Rukia and Deku chatted it up. And we're going to do a 10-month time skip. And over this 10 months, he's been training with One For All. He's been using One For All training with All Might. And then the entrance exam. Because I don't want to make this video way too long. But the entrance exams now. He basically... Look, so this is how the entrance exam. He aces the written test. Then he gets over All Might's points on the physical part. I'm not going through this a little fast, but like I kind of gotta go to school now, so like yeah, you gonna have to wait for the other what if or part 2 of this tomorrow. So he paces the 2 to 3 weeks that they have to wait goes by, and in those 2 to 3 weeks, he's basically been training his butt off. And now he's in class 1A. He finds his class. He does the little test that Aizawa have flying colors. Only thing he got passed up in really was the ball throw, because Uraraka has zero gravity. Yes, he did meet Uraraka, but just because he saved a life. So, yeah. Now, here's where I'm going to, stop speeding through it and just take a second. And now, it's heroes versus villains. Instead of Uraraka being on his team, it's Momo. So, Momo and Ichigo. So, I'm just going to try to do my best All Might voice. Team Hero. I shouldn't have done that. Yes, Team Hero will be Ichigo and Momo Yarozu. Ichigo Midoriya. And the other and his teammate will be Momo Yarozu. The villain team, Bakugo and Ida. So Ida tried to make some plan with Bakugo, but Bakugo will listen, but he doesn't go fully through with the plan, because he was supposed to stay there and then fight Deku, but instead he just decides, you know what, where you're at, I can go through the window. So he opens the window to the side when they walked in, and so yeah. And so he rushes at him like he did in the cannon. Ichigo activates his sword, which kind of turns into this right here, this manly outfit you see, and he hits him with the back of it, sends him flying through the wall, well, crashing into the wall, more or less. Yeah, he sends him crashing into a wall, and he just walks with his sword, waiting for what's his Ida. He waiting for Ida to come through. So Ida was just like, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't. And let's just say Bakugo keeps coming at Deku, and Momo got the chance to escape because Bakugo was just focusing on the Deku, and Deku's kind of getting mad. So, not a good thing. Not a good. And let's just say, since he started getting mad, the madder he gets during the middle of a fight, the more power he starts letting leak out, and that's when a mask starts to form. His eyes turn black, his pupils turn yellow. Well, I think that's his pupil, and the little dial that's in the middle of his eye turns black. So half the mask is already formed, like it is in a picture right now, and yeah. Bakugo realized he done messed up, because now Deku flipped the sword around. He kind of dulled it a little bit because you can show how sharp the sword can be. So he dulled it a little bit, but it can still cut you, give you light little cuts. He can't stab you, but he can give you light little cuts with it. So that's what he's doing. He giving those cuts, slashes, and then he hold up. I don't even need my sword. I can just use my hands. And see, this is when I disrespect Bakugo. Bakugo gets beat the absolute shit out of him, bro. He getting beat up. He getting wailed on. Beat. Yeah, basically. Let's just say, it's more or less. I can't. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, it took me way longer to find the part specifically that I wanted to show you. I like that fight. That fight was actually a good fight. But yeah, that's basically Bakugo's getting disrespected and full-hearted. I didn't mean full-hearted. In full-hearted disrespectful mode, right? And he's like, bing, 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 bing. So basically Bakugo's getting beat the absolute mess out of him, bro. I'm talking about he over here peeing his pants, he wishing, he crying. When Deku gets done with Bakugo, Deku gonna be winning. He gonna be on over there. You know what? So yeah, so Deku's done with Bakugo. Bakugo's over there crying I was violated, man. All Might didn't want to do nothing, because he's like, I wonder how he fights. But seeing how he fights, he's like, I probably shouldn't have gave him my quirk. Because we're going to say another thing from One For All, is we're going to say one of the users' quirks was a physical upgrade every 5 seconds. It's not a very big one, but it's a little physical upgrade. It makes your muscles stronger every 5 seconds. And let's just say Deku know how to time his punches. So every 5 seconds, we're just gonna say the time it took for his punches to hit him was 5 seconds. So he even when he wasn't thinking about it, he still got stronger and beating up Bakugo would make his muscles even stronger since he's using them. And I don't know, this is a little hacks, but I'm gonna say this because it's gonna make sense what I'm gonna do with the Ichigo in the future. So Ichigo's like, okay, that's not fair. So he's like, okay. And he's like, okay, that's cool and all, but why? Why do I care? What is the point of me caring? Just something like that. And he's like, oh, you don't really have to care. More or less, you just gotta think about what you're doing. And we're gonna say their team was the last. So Momo grabs the bomb, they win, and that's why I'm leaving it off for now, guys. What I'm gonna start up on the next video is the USJ attack. Usually I'm not the one to do this, but please ask for a like. I usually won't be the dude to do this, but can you like this video up? Give me some subscribers, maybe, if you like the content. Once again, I'm not controlling you, so you don't have to do it. But please, if you want to, give me some likes, some subscribes. But like I said before, I'm not controlling you. Just over here asking, man. Okay, this is what if for here 2.2. I'm fucking stupid. I said out when I meant. So yeah, what if for here 2.2 and I'm out.